How do you know when you're over the target? You know, it's I think a military phrase originally, but over the target is when you're surmising about stuff and you're talking about it. Maybe you get a platform like this one I have here, and you're discussing theories and things. How do you know when you're over the target? Well, as anybody like David Icke or Alex Jones or any of those guys could tell you, it's when you see backlash. It's when you see people caring about what you're saying. If nobody cares what you're saying and they don't do anything to you about it, you're not over the target. You are missing the target. This is 100%, like, this is a solid rule. You can always follow this. Watch the backlash. Watch what they have a problem with. That's the truth. That is always the truth. There's no exceptions to this, okay? So, let's talk about this in relation to the Lord Jesus Christ. The Olympics that happened in Paris, France, I think last year. What did they mock? What did they make a mockery of? The Last Supper with Jesus. When you have the biggest spectacle in the world, which is the Olympics, I mean, it's the whole world watches that. So they have an opportunity to get any message they want out there. What do? They mock Jesus and the Last Supper. That's very telling of the truth. That tells me everything I need to know right there. And what did they do? They put transgender, obese, freaky, weird people in that performance, and it was wild. The insult to every Christian on this earth. They took it upon themselves to insult most of the world. Now that tells me they know very well Jesus Christ is Lord. That is exactly why they are acting this way. Over the target, you can use the same logic to discover who the real Lord of this world is. And who's he being challenged by? The evil ones, the ones who own all the infrastructure, the ones who put on the Olympics, the ones who make the decisions about that. Okay, who are they going to attack? The Lord Jesus Christ. Look at what just happened here in Montreal, in Canada. A Christian singer from the States shows up, gets smoke bombed, and the church got fined for having him, and just complete attack on Christianity. Who are they worried about? Where's the backlash? At Christianity. Every single time. It's going to keep going that way. The Bible warns us during these times they will hate us. They will persecute us. We will feel the backlash like we've never felt. It's coming, folks. To all my fellow Christians out there, be prepared for persecution, because we're over the target. We're right on the target. The Lord Jesus Christ is the Lord, not the one they serve. And they know this. So in order for him to become Lord, that fake wannabe that dwells within the center of this earth somewhere, In order for him to become Lord, they need to challenge the real Lord. They're going to lose. Of course they're going to lose. But that's what they're doing. And this is how we know who the real Lord is. We know it anyway, but this is like absolute proof. Watch the elites. Watch the rich wokies. What will they attack? Christians. Muslims are completely full of hatred towards the LGB, ABC alphabet people. They are full of hatred towards them. They don't tolerate that at all in their religion. And yet, the wokies love them and hate us. Why is that? Ask yourself that question. There's a really interesting thing to learn out of answering that question. It's just wild how blatant it is who the real Lord is and who the fake one is that they follow. So, like David Icke or Alex Jones would tell you, it's how you know when you're over the target. Look at the backlash coming at you. The closer you get to the truth, the more truth you speak, the more they come for you. Always. 100%. And when it comes to the Lord Jesus Christ, it's nonstop. It's nonstop Christian persecution. There was a pastor here who opened his church during COVID, and they arrested him right in the middle of the highway, dropped him down to his knees, and like it was a horrible rainy day and stuff too, and they wanted to make a spectacle of it. So they arrested the pastor of the church, and all he was doing was worshiping. I mean, and he was in jail a long time. They left him in there and never even charged him. They just left him sit there like they do in the States. Same thing. They'll arrest you, put you in a cell, and you sit there, not charged with anything. You can get a lawyer, but you don't even have a charge to deal with. So what are you supposed to do? And that's what they did to him. Christian persecution, folks. Going to be a lot more of it. Going to be a ton of it. Jesus warned us about it, so expect it. It's happening. It's happening now. That's how you know you're over the target, when the backlash comes for you. And it's all over the place. The Olympics being the most blatant display of hatred for Christianity that I've ever seen. It's just, but boy, did they feel some backlash, because they upset over half the world with that. So they didn't make any friends, just the ones they already had. Made a lot of enemies, definitely. So that is all I will say about the over-the-target philosophy. Follow it all the time. It's never wrong. It's never wrong. When you're over the target, it's like the banners I get on my videos. If you're over the target and you're talking truth, they feel they have to put a Wikipedia banner on there to guide you to information that refutes what you just heard. They're worried about that. Why would they worry about that? If what you're saying is just garbage, like, it's only because what you're saying is true. They don't like truth. They like their narrative. That's what you can always go by. 100% of the time, you'll always be right. And I'll tell you something else that you'll always be right about. If you believe that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.